Well, our next musical guests are no strangers to Expresso. They've taken the country by storm. They're ripping up the radio airwaves, and they are taking the world by storm too. You might know them as No Method, but we've got DJ Sam World and Claire Rose in studio. Everybody, No Method in the house. Listen, I follow Salt Bay online. I don't know if you guys follow Salt Bay online. And there was a video of him walking around in his restaurant, and guess who was playing in the background? No Method. Hello. All the way in America. You guys are doing really, really well, Sam.
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling about this, the reception that not only you're getting in South Africa, but in the world at large as well?
We're overwhelmed in the beginning, but I think now it's like, oh, it's cool.
It's cool. It's what we do. It's what we do.
No, it's cool, you know?
So I heard that you're headed to Turkey to play at one of the biggest influencer festivals in the world. How did all of this come about?
They just contacted us and they were like, do you want to perform at this, I think it's it is a closing party of the summit. I'm like, sure. And then we were in Turkey, I think in
when was this?
April, and then we went for a meeting with them and they said, listen, they really want us on board and stuff, so just worked out perfectly.
That is amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I know that you've also just recently returned from the United States and Europe, where you were doing some studio work, Claire, you were doing some songwriting. Do you want to tell us more about your production process? Because I think you're just releasing hit after hit after hit. How does it all come about? How do you just get new influence and new vision for what you're doing?
I guess it all depends. Sometimes Sam will come up with an instrumental, he'll be inspired by something, you'll listen to a song and be like, wow, and then come up with an instrumental, and then I'll come and write over it, or I'll be inspired by something and write something, and then he'll come up. So we kind of get inspired by each other a lot.
Sometimes it's just like listening to an old 70s song. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. I want to make something like this, but in today's world. So there is genuinely no method. I think that's why we call the...
I love that. There's no method to what you're doing.
And it's not we saying it because it's gimmick. You know, it's like, oh, it's no method. No, it's genuinely there is no method. We don't have a certain formula to follow.
Yeah, but it works.
It works. It works.
However it happens, it absolutely works. Let's talk about your latest track called I Got Me. Tell us more about how that came about.
That came about very quickly, actually. I think Sam and I were just in a good mood one day. He came up with some chords on a piano, and I was like, cool, I'm going to write to this. And then it just how
happened.
Long did it take? Like,
it literally, the idea of the song happened in like 2 to 3 hours. And yeah, that's it. It's just, I was like, oh, okay, listen, let's just release this song like in 2 weeks' time. He's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, let's just release it. Let's put out the song.
It's very summery and funky and upbeat, so we're like, it's summer in South Africa. So.
The story about the song, though, is it was called Summer Night.
Summer Night,
but unfortunately, because people know that summer is only in South Africa and the rest of the world has winter now.
Exactly.
So we said, okay, let's call it something else because that's not going to make sense, especially we have a good following like in East Europe. So people are like, why are they releasing a song called Summer Night?
Exactly, while we're freezing. Thank you so much for thinking of the other people out there.
So I was like, okay,
where it's snow and really cold. That's wonderful. So listen, I know that there is a big fan out there. Like, we're fans of you guys. The rest, you have all of your fans all around the country and the world. But apparently there is one big fan, none other than Claire's granny. And we have a little something for you to look at.
Have you listened to No Method's new song, I Got Me? It's lit, lit, lit.
Granny is absolutely amazing. You listen to No Method. I was like, yes, Granny, we will listen to No Method.
She is like
that, though. It's like you better listen, you know?
Yeah. I feel like your music definitely transcends age. It's not something that just the young people listen to, but it's like anybody can kind of find, you know, themselves in what you write and what you produce.
We try to make something that appeals to everyone. So, and there is no certain sound that we're following, and that's why this release is totally different from our previous releases, just because we just have no method again, you know what I mean? Just like it's what feels right at the moment, and but we keep it. We try to make music that appeals to all ages, you know.
Talking about music that appeals, where will you be performing live next?
We're actually going to the States again on the 20th of December.
Lovely. So, listen, I'm available to go with you guys if you need any kind of assistance. All right, so United States is up next.
It's from the 20th of this. That's why we're not here for festive season. So a lot of people saying, what are you guys doing for
playing?
festive
What you
season? We're
doing,
like, we're not here for festive season.
Yeah, I love it. Well,
Which is sad.
They are right here, right now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. See, we hooked you up, No Method in studio, and they will be performing for us a little bit later on the show.